what is your takeaway from the Dallas loss in Arizona, Chris?
Okay, so red zone, like offense, red zone, they ran almost as many plays, I think, as Kansas City in there. They come away with the points they came away with, and Kansas City comes away with like 35 points. So, when you got 3 guys down on your offensive line, that's a bad deal to start the day. I think Diggs being out hurt them. They got more man than they wanted to be in. I think probably from a standpoint of just communication, like, hey, we got a bunch of guys playing that haven't played together. Let's try to man up. But the run game is something I worry about with them. The interior of the line, I think everybody took a turn. And I have to give I got to give a lot of credit to Jonathan Gannon and the run game and the head coach getting that team ready to not be afraid of the Cowboys. Like these Cowboys are coming in, all their fans are coming in. We're going to have to go on silent count sometimes. We're going to throw the ball 20 times and we're going to pound it. And we're not going to let Micah Parsons get comfortable. Micah Parsons saw a million different looks. And as a rusher, by the time it's time to pin your ears back, you start second guessing and, throwing multiple tight ends over there in the run game, giving him 3-4 man surfaces, reducing him down to a 5, and then making the second level guys tackle. Everybody took a turn. And there was a play with Rondell Moore. He went for a touchdown, I think, on this play, but I don't think Micah saw a true 2-man surface for like 5 minutes. And by that, I mean, no tight ends, no junk, nothing. And he just flies up the field because he's trying to get one. And, the gap's huge. The 3 technique inexplicably takes the inside move. So everybody took a turn in the run game. I think they'll be better. The run game does worry me a little bit. The O-lineman will be back. But they were running the ball for 5-5 a pop. Like, just stick with that. And before they knew it, they were down.
Did you see, speaking of different fronts, did you see 2 tight ends travel wherever Myles Garrett traveled? The Titans, and it caused the Titans to have a delay of game penalty because Garrett, I guess, either noticed that and kept moving around and 2 tight ends traveled? I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
That's the Calvin Johnson of, when they had all those dudes out there on Calvin Johnson. Like, I've never seen that with Calvin, never seen that with Myles. And I think, it's funny, they were all pissed off because last week Pro Football Focus had Myles Garrett, the top-rated rusher, out of the game. Highsmith played a great game.
Yeah.
Watt showed up. But Myles is. If he's not around the quarterback, it's because they got 4 guys over there. They're running away, or they do something with quick game. If he played in Dallas,
yeah,
I'm so tired of hearing, oh, and don't forget about Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is the guy. Last year Nick Bosa had the best year. He's DPOY. Mike is like the second coming of LT.
Right.
In a lot of ways, but Myles Garrett is Julius Peppers. I mean, he's like a more compact Pap. I've never seen a guy that big run on the side of his cleat as often as he does at the top of the rush. And he plays on grass. Okay. When I played with Robert Quinn, he had 18.5 one year. He'd run sideways, but he was 260 and we got the turf. Myles Garrett's 285. He's digging those spikes in. And he is at the top of the rush as good as anybody. Yesterday, the first pass rush he got on Dillard, he almost killed Tannehill with Dillard.
It's right.
And the problem with that defense is Jim can just Jim's got the group he had with us. Mm-hmm. We didn't have Myles Garrett, but we had Fletcher Cox. The depth we had in that 2017 D-line room, but he's got the guys on the back end. Ward, Delpit, all those guys, they can man up, they can compete, and you can't get anything going against them. This defense is a lot of fun to watch. And with Derrick Henry, they just stack the box. Say, hey, we're not going to let Derrick Henry get going on I-71 here. Mm-hmm. I can hear Jim Schwartz saying it. Cut him down before he can get going and make Tannehill beat us.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.